the Beast Mavros on PoolBeast TV.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another PoolBeast TV edition. This is our fourth match in the series, and I've got a cracker for you guys here at home tonight. We have got Efren, the magician, Bata Reyes, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, against Shane Van Boening, obviously the #1 American player of the last 10 years. It's a cracker of a match. It was played 3 years ago at the Derby City Classic. The Derby City Classic is a race to 9. Winner break format, rack your own, no magic racks, and away you go. The way the pool should be, if you ask me. No magic racks is the way to go. You've got to really power that break, get that pop in. So here we go. Mr. Efren Reyes now with the first opportunity at the table. He's got a tiny little cut shot on this one ball. And let's see how he handles this particular shot here. It's very tricky. He's coming in with a lot of right-hand spins. He's going to try and go rail first. He's going to try and make this ball. Oh, what a beautiful shot there. I think that's dropped. That's dropped. Efren Reyes, you know, at his age, he's still got it. Mr. Efren Reyes, ladies and gentlemen, the magician. Landing plumb on the 2 ball. Let's see if he can get out here. So high. This is a round 8 action, by the way. This is round 8 for Mr. Reyes. And if you all don't know the Derby City Classic, you can buy back. You have to buy back though, so it's just winner, chicken dinner. You win your match, you keep playing. And there are buybacks in the Derby City Classic. It's a tournament that I've never played in. What a nice 4-9 combo there. So 1-0 up for Mr. Efren Reyes. Here we go. Mr. Efren Reyes. Efren Manalang Reyes comes from the Philippines, nicknamed the Magician, and Bata. Bata meaning kid, child. He's been playing since a little age. At the moment, he's 65 years of age, born the 26th of August, and at the time of this filming, he would have been 62. 62 and still matching it with the very best in the world. Wow, this guy's kept himself in very good shape over the years to be able to compete. I did hear that he had a patch where he wasn't playing that great, and then he had some eye surgery done, and then he just came back and won the next couple tournaments back to back. He really is something special. He is considered the best of all time. Many people believe he's a pool demigod. In other words, that his father came down from heaven and impregnated a human being, a Greek demigod from the Philippines. He really is something extraordinary. That's why they do call him the GOAT. He's able to play shots that nobody else sees. Similar to this situation just played here. He kind of try to maybe make the 1 off the 3. He's very creative, if you know what I mean. People don't know that he's actually a championship 3 cushion player. And I believe that's what's helped him in good stead over the years to play this particular game, because you'll see that he has got the uncanny ability to get out from ridiculous safeties, 3, 4, 5, 6 rail position safeties. You name it, he's able to do it. Now, if you're just joining us, just please, I'm about to like and share the chat. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm sharing it with everybody on my friends and Facebook, because normally we do go live on Facebook, but my goal of this particular endeavor of PoolBeast was to always go live on YouTube, and I'm so proud that we finally managed to do this for the very first time. Ooh, big miss there from Mr. Shane. Very big miss. But here we go, away we go. Another opportunity here for Mr. Reyes. He doesn't have a good offensive shot here. Now, he does have a bank if he opts to play the bank. Let's see what he decides to do. He's played the bank. He's missed it, though. And look at this. Insurance behind that 3 ball, locking Mr. Shane Van Boening in jail. And I'm just quickly texting all my friends and fans out there at home alike to join us on YouTube. Fantastic stuff. Finally we're live on YouTube. Ball in hand here for Mr. Reyes. And you know as well as anyone, if Mr. Reyes has a ball in hand and all the balls are in the open, you should be ready to rack the balls up for the next rack, because he gets out a lot. He gets out more than my ex-girlfriend used to get out. She used to get out 6 nights a week. Look at Mr. Reyes. He's married to Susan Reyes in the Philippines. He's made a movie called Paknes. That's Paknes, P-A-K-N-E-R-S. And he has a child called Frenny Reyes. He's got an Olympic medal as well. He's won the billiards and snooker at the 2019 Southeast Asian Games. Wow. And men's cushion carom singles. That's what I was saying. He's a fantastic carom player. Fun story here for you. Reyes was really well known out in the East. Really well known in the Philippines and throughout Asia for being a dynamite player. This is back in the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. And the first time he went to America to compete in a tournament, he went under a pseudonym. I don't remember the name right now, but it'll come to me in a moment. And anyway, long story short, he went under a different name, something Morales, Cesar Morales, that's it. And he bought himself in the Calcutta, and he won the tournament, and he won all the money in the Calcutta, and no one knew who he was. Cesar Morales, and even till today, people still make fake accounts with his picture on it, saying Cesar Morales. What a huge break off for Reyes here. Now, Reyes isn't known to be a huge breaker. That's not what he's known for. He's known for his pattern play, his safety play. He's really famous for being able to kick out of shots out of nowhere and just get out from out of nowhere. He's famous for that sort of stuff. But yeah, that was a really good break. I remember he ran a really good 9-pack against Bustamante in the World Championships 1999, I believe. And he did 9 break-in runs in a row. So you've got to have a pretty good break to be able to do 9 break-in runs in a row, if you know what I mean. And look at this. He's going to get... All the balls are in the open here. I expect him to run all these balls out and take a 3-0 advantage over SVB. Oh, that's an interesting way of playing that. He force followed that with inside English and got a nice curve on the white. He's such a creative player. He does things like this. And again, perfectly in line. Going to take a 3-0 lead, and SVB will not even be out of the gate soon. I talk like he's about to get it out because it's usually a foregone conclusion with Mr. Reyes at the table. How are you guys out there doing tonight on this fine, lovely evening? Just put a comment down below and mention what country you're watching from. And is your country on lockdown? Australia, I hail from Australia. My name is Barry the Beast Mavros. Been doing commentary here for the last 13 years. And I've decided to start doing some of my commentary online, solitary confinement style. You know what I'm saying? On my own. I'm re-editing a lot of the classic matches. This particular match, I found it's been seen by a lot of players. It's definitely the most viewed match I've done so far. But again, it was just a match that has no commentary. The angle was further out, so the table was further away. And it is nice to watch. I'll put a link down below to the original commentary. It is nice to listen to it with all that beautiful clattering and coughing and yelling and stuff in the pool room, which is great to see. But you know, I think it deserves some commentary because it's a classic match. One that was at the end of Efren Reyes' career, unfortunately. He's still playing though back in the Philippines. I still see videos of him playing people for money. He's a superstar in Manila, in Philippines. And in many people's minds, the greatest player to ever wield a cue. I love how, look at this, he's looking like a break and running again. He's just got that smooth stroking Filipino, just loose action. And he can do anything he wants with that white ball. He can make that white ball dance, he can make that white ball cry, if he chooses to. Horse follow here. Go down a little bit for the 6. Beautiful. Wow. We have yet to see Shane even get to the table. Well, he had one opportunity where he missed that 2 ball, and to be really fair, that's a shot that Shane shouldn't have missed. We did one of Shane's matches. In fact, 2 matches ago, we did Shane's match against. We did Shane's match against someone. It's on the channel. I highly recommend you go back and watch it. Shane played a beautiful match against Wu Cha Ching. That was a great crack of a match right there too. As you all know, I recently did the commentary on Shane Van Boning's match with David Arcady, I'm name dropping now, in the CSI Arena in Vegas, which I really, really enjoyed doing. Finally given a chance to do some international commentary. And I was going to go up again soon, but the whole tournament got called off because of COVID-19. And then we got rushed back to Australia and stuck into isolation. This is now my 12th day straight of isolation. And in the 12 days I've been here, I've managed to pump out 4 videos. And it's nice to see, it's nice to have a chance to sit back and relax. But I'm going back to work on Friday, so my prayers are with the whole world. I hope we get through this. And I just hope that this disease disappears as quicker than what it came, and we can all get back to living our ordinary lives. So Reyes here, he's at the table. He's opted to push. He's opted to push out. And there's a little piece of this. Now, if you're Shane Van Boning, if you're any human being really, the second that Reyes has pushed somewhere, you know he's got a plan. He's not bluffing. Some players out there, they bluff sometimes. Reyes has got a plethora of knowledge behind him. You know, he grew up living in a pool room and was a child, cleaning tables, serving people ball. He used to sleep under the tables when he started learning his craft. So he's got a really large knowledge of what to do in these situations. Very rarely does anybody ever give the ball back to Reyes. And when you do give a ball back to Reyes, you usually give it back to him and you get egg on your face because he ends up doing something miraculous, it seems, magical. And you're in a world of hurt. Here we go, a simple 1-rail kick here for Reyes. He'll be kicking this with speed, hoping to make it. And you know, normally with a player, this could be a 20% make shot. In this case, it could be a 45% make shot. So he hasn't made it, but look at the speed he's played this at. He's ended up kicking safe on the 1 ball. I don't believe that Shane has a whole ball here. Like I said, I will have a link to the original footage down below, so you can watch it in your own time. I love YouTube. I've always wanted to have a channel on YouTube, and I've been playing this for the last 18 months, but always as everything, life and work gets in the way. And finally, since I've got 12 days of isolation, I learned how to create a channel from scratch. And please bear with me, I've had some sound issues, some video quality issues as well, and also some streaming issues. And I'm hoping that we can iron them out in the future. Yes, I will be. Thank you very much. Hello, Mr. Gankinit, Mr. Calabrese, and Milad Sharipur, my 2 best mates. Nice to see you guys online. It's a lot more quieter here than it is on the Facebook chat. Facebook, we get, you know, close to 2,000 views a match, and we get hundreds of people who are writing to me non-stop. On YouTube, it's so nice and quiet at the moment. We don't have many people, many live viewers, but I am hoping to grow the clientele base. Please like and subscribe the channel if you'd like. If you don't like, that's fine. I hope to make you a subscriber in the future. I will be posting 2 matches a week, re-edited matches a week of classic matches, and I have sent out emails to receive new matches as well. Like I said, I have recently met some big people in the pool world. Ooh, he had a crack at that, didn't he? Yes, he did. And this is the opportunity But Shane Van Boening needs to get his motor running. Get that motor running, Mr. Shane. Not the easiest of starting shots, if you ask me. Definitely a delicate. Yeah, see where he put his cue there? He's going to have to cut this and go up and down the table between the 6 and the 4, avoiding any contact for the 3 in the middle. Let's see how he plays. This is a tough shot. Played that dead speed. He's played to kiss the 6. Oh, wow. That's expertly done there. That's why he's there and I'm here commentating. It's a really nice shot. Now just screw past the 6 ball and he's perfectly in line. As you all know, Mr. Shane Van Boening, he's been sponsored by Q-Tech now for the majority of his career. Q-Tech used to sponsor, and they still sponsor Earl Strickland. But now that they've partnered up with Shane, and they've also released these new carbon graphite shafts that they develop inside their factory. The Synergy shaft, it really is it's a quality shaft. I spent a good hour with Eric from the Q-Tech company in Las Vegas recently, 3 weeks ago. And he was, hello Maz, how are you, my brother? Good to see you, mate. And Paka Maz, how are you? And he let me try out the equipment there. Their jump cue is great, and their shaft is really consistent. Plays a little bit like wood, but with the power of a carbon graphite shaft. And I think that's what all the players are looking for when they're using these carbon graphite shafts, is that extra power, that extra oomph that they get, that extra stump power that they get when competing. Yes, Mr. Malacho, 4 Q-Tech cues are great, but IQ is better. You know, like I always say, I do shoot with an IQ, and the reason why I do is because I get the very best results I can with the IQ shaft. And they do sponsor me, so you know, I'm not biased by any means. They do make great custom cues, so we are going to talk about them after this next rack. We're going to do a little promotion. We might as well talk about that right now. Have a look at IQ. Would you guys like to win an IQ shaft or jump cue from IQ? Simply go to the bottom of this screen after you subscribe to the channel, of course, and leave a comment of shaft or jump for your chance to win a shaft or a jump cue. This is exactly what Shane needed to do, was to put pay to that error from Efren. Not only did he run the beautiful rack out after Efren missed that long 2 ball, but he's also going to give him a bit more punishment and burn that miss into Efren's memory banks by break and running. So that one missed 2 ball has now cost Efren 2 racks and potentially could cost him more. And that's what I love about the winner break format. Like I said, this is hand racking, no magic racks, no dodginess whatsoever. And, ooh, that's a little close to your work, Mr. Shane. Ooh, he's looking away like, did I just get a skid there, he's thinking? Possibly he did. Now just to use the rake. This is definitely missable. It's really close to his work. Come on, Mr. Shane. Shane Boening. Oh! Wow! Chucks the rest on the ground like, hey. He was kind of a little bit embarrassed. He almost scratched in the middle there. Left himself hard up. So 4 francs to 2. Wow, that's tough. And 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. He's made a ball, but he has no shot in the 1 because the 1 has married itself up to the black ball. Good to see some of my friends and fans and family online. Thank you very much for supporting. It's an end cycle for me. Have I ever spoken to you guys about end cycling before? An end cycle is where you have a list of things. What I do for my work and for my life is the night before I go to work. For all of you who don't know, I own a fish market in Sydney, a very, very good, very successful fish market in Sydney. I sell fresh seafood. I write a little list the night before of all the things I want to do for the next day. And I do them, it takes me 5 minutes, 10 minutes to write a list. Sometimes I do it throughout the course of the day, get my little pad out and I write. I like to use paper and pen, not my phone. That's a good safety shot. Oh no. Straight in the drink. That's the worst result possible. Well, you know, early indications in this match show me that Shane has made a couple of areas a little bit loose. That's not the way you want to start the match. Now, back to what I was saying. I make a little list of things I want to do for the next day. And then I write that list, and then the next day when I go to work, because you're always busy at work, people yelling at you, calling you out, you just pull the list out when you get a free moment, you start chunking off all the different things. And sometimes I prioritize in that list. And whenever I do that, I say I'm ending cycle on my job. So I end cycle on one thing, end cycle. And what happens is your mind starts to free up because you finished off all the things that you were meant to do. And sometimes you forget, that's why you have the list. And that's helped me my entire life to be able to stay on top of paying bills and running after everything I need to do. And same thing with this thing now. Finally creating a YouTube channel and going live was a huge victory for me, a personal victory for me. It's very easy for us all to get very sad being at home 12 days, especially me when there's no one in my home. I live alone. And it was very easy for me to get sad, but I spent a long time reading on how to do this sort of stuff. I found out how to go live on Facebook. I didn't need 1,000 subs in the end. And I'm just really glad that the quality is a bit better than what it was before, and you guys can enjoy it more. And I'll tell you what, this guy, for the age of 62, is still a force. Look at him. I think playing in pool tournaments, I know because I played in many, it takes a lot out of you. It makes you, I mean, you could be, you need to travel away from home. He needs to travel all the way from the Philippines to America. That's why they had the farewell tour in Germany. They had the farewell tour a couple of years back. And he stopped now going overseas because he's 65 years of age. And, he's still playing. Look at the way he's playing. The guy hasn't missed the ball. Well, he's missed one ball. That was a long range shot. And you know what's funny? When he was younger, he probably wouldn't have missed that ball. I wonder if there's a seniors tour. He would just destroy the seniors tour. You see that? See the little leg kick? That's the mule kick. It's from him and from Buster Manti that I copied it, and I was doing it as well. He's like, why is he doing that for? He's got no shot in the one. Now, he's known for not being very good at jumping. He grew up in a time when there were no jump cues. So he's not going to jump. This is going to either kick or push somewhere for a push out. But see what he decides to do. There's always, this is the thing why people love watching Efren Reyes play. You can learn so much from his knowledge. One of the reasons why I really wanted to feature this match. Because you can see how much care he takes in his push out. What's he looking for? Is he looking for his chalk? He's dropped his chalk. Someone help Mr. Reyes get his chalk. Oh no, he's looking for a rest. A good commentator would have known that he was looking for a rest, not the chalk, Like I said, a good commentator would have known. So he's pushing out so Shane can see a quarter of this ball. And Shane now has to make a decision. Will he... when do you play safe here? Do you come off the edge of it, really, really thin, and try to send the white ball 1, 2 rails down the long rail, short rail, back up? I think that's what he's going to try and do. He's putting left on this white ball, checking it up. Okay, so he's going to hit this ultra thin, try and come back 2 rails and snooker Mr. Reyes. Now, he's in the deficit already. It's 5 racks to 2. Reyes is already over 50% of the way home. He just needs 4 more racks to win this game. This is a round 8 winner match. Winner's side, round 8 on the Derby City Classic. This is a huge match. Now he's hitting centre ball. He's not sure what he's doing. I'd be giving this back, but then do you give something back to Reyes? I don't know. And if you're not sure, don't shoot it. Just let your opponent shoot it. He's the one that pushed there in the first place. There's not much ball to work with. Okay. He's going to go left-hand spin, so his first instinct is what he's going with. And that's normally the correct one. He's ultra thin, 2 rails, try and get behind the 7 ball. That's a really good shot there. Well played from Mr. Shane Van Boening. As you know, like I said recently, we've done a match of Shane Van Boening's. And I'll talk about him in just a moment. A pool pedigree, I call him. He's a full pedigree pool player. Born and bred to win. one thing about Reyes, his demeanour around the table has always been so casual. It's like just hanging out with my mates, holding his cue by his side, in a pool room, just relaxing and playing a bit of pool. Looks like he gets out a lot, eh? Okay. What do you do here? Do you masse? Just so you can hit the ball? Reyes is like, no, I'm not going to masse. Is he going to go 2 rails? Oh, he's going 1 rail to try and make this. 1, 2 rails. He's hit the 1. Did he hit the 1 ball? No, he missed the 1 ball. And that was an error. What day is it today? That's a very... Mark that day down because he doesn't make many errors when he's kicking, I tell you. No, he doesn't at all. Okay. Shane Van Boening must put pay to that miss of Reyes. And this is the key shot here. He's got to land low on this 6th ball. The black does block the path of the white after he pots the 6, so he's going to try and land low after he pots the 4, of course. Yep, 5 to 6 is the connecting shot. Must land low on the 6. Very well done. Very well done. Ensuring he gives himself some angle now on the 7 ball to get back for the black. He would have preferred a bit more angle than this. He's going to have to force this. Really power it. Wow. He's got those long forearms, hasn't he? He generates a lot of power. He's got a lot of Q power, this man. That's why he's one of the best, maybe the best American player who's ever lived. Yeah, that's a big, you got Mike Siegel, Willie Mosconi, Earl Strickland, and Johnny Archer. Let's not forget Johnny Archer. I think Johnny Archer doesn't get enough credit for all the stuff that he's done over the years. He was my favourite American pool player to watch during the Mosconi. Whenever he'd come out, he would look so demonic. It looked like he wanted to tear his opponents apart. Mr. Johnny Archer was my favourite American pool player for many, many years, still to today. So Shane Van Boening, born on the 14th of July, 1983, is an American professional pool player. He hails from Rapid City, South Dakota. Rapid City, South Dakota. He's won 5 US Open championships unprecedented. He's won everything there is to win in America. He's also a 3-time amateur VNA champion, which I didn't know. I did not know that. Johnny Archer, one of my favourites as well, says Milad Sharipur. Yeah, he was a beast, wasn't he? He still does play. He's got his own room. I'd like one day to travel to the States and actually meet him and go to his room and shoot some pool with him. I'll tell you what, that'd be a great evening. He just seems like one of those guys that's very down to earth. I heard he's a very religious man as well, and he's done it right. He has his own pool room, and he has a wonderful family, and it looks like he's got a good, loving circle around him. So that's very important to have. We're realizing now that in the middle of all this COVID-19 that's happening at the moment, we're realizing that the most important things in life aren't being multi-billionaires. It's about being healthy and having a good, sturdy family and friends around you, friends around you. This is exactly what Mr. Shane needed to do. Break and run. That one kick shot that Efren missed has cost him, again, 1 rack and possibly another rack. This is hard action here. Winner break format's awesome. You just never know when it could be your last shot. I heard Plenty Kachi did an 8-pack. He did an 8 and out in a 10-ball event recently. What is that? The guy lost a lag and the guy did 8 break and runs in a row. I'm going to try and find that match and put that up on maybe next week or so on our channel. He's left himself on the rail here, but that shouldn't faze Mr. Shane Van Boening one bit. What's it sound like at the moment? Sound quality good? Mr. Shane executed a very good shot there. Very good break-off shot. Parked the white ball in the middle of the table. Now he's looking to cut this too. Now, if he cuts it, the white ball's going to be racing. Because only a small part of the white's going to be covered by the one when he hits it. So all the energy will still stay on the white ball. Now, does he want to play into the 2 and the 6, or does he want to play underneath and then play, I believe, the 2 pots in the middle? So if that's the case, he wants to go 1-2 rails with the white ball, kind of like where his finger is now, and then get shaped for the 2 ball in the middle. Yes, Mr. Miller, that was a monstrous break. How are you enjoying your new IQ jump cue that you've just received, Mr. Millad? That's what he wanted to do, 2 rails for the 2 in the middle. Mr. Millad, as you know, one of my closest friends on earth. He's now recently moved to the IQ Infinity Shaft, and he's getting some really, really good results. He's gone up not 1 but 2 grades as a player, and it just really helped me become more consistent as well. What a soft little screw shot there from Mr. Shane Van Boening. He's landed almost straight though. That's not where you want to be. You want to have a bit more angle than this. But you can just generate go forward 2 rails and get more angle. Yes, all the pool rooms are closed in Australia, and there's nowhere to go play at the moment, so we're forced to do most of our playing online now. You know, you can get a lot of really good practice out by watching these 2 guys and watching pool on TV. That's where you can learn really good pattern play as a player, and you can learn new safety shots. So you don't have to be in a pool room to learn. You can learn from watching these matches. What I used to do, and I still do today, is I like to pause the frame. After they break, I would like to pause a frame and think about how I'm going to get out. How will I run the balls in a particular way? And then press play and then see if the players run the balls in that same way. That's a really good way of learning. Now again, Shane has smashed the balls. He's brought the match back to level pickings, 5 apiece. He smashed the pack. Did lose the white a little bit though. He's gone for that extra power. He has no real offensive shot here unless he wants to bank. But there's no point in banking because that 2 ball is covered up by a bunch of balls. So he's going to have to go safety now. Probably cut the 1 onto the bottom, onto the top rail, the short rail, and then send the white ball 2 rails down. There you go. 1, 2. A little friendly kiss on that 6 ball. Yeah, he's left a shot for Reyes, but I guess it's a shot to nothing. Reyes taking it, and hook himself, and you're probably best overcutting this ball at the moment as well. Yes, play safe. Let's see what Reyes does. I mean, at the age of 62, this ball is very far away. Oh. Swoosh! Didn't even touch the sides. Swoosh! And now he's thinking, okay, what do I do now? That was supposed to be a Filipino accent. It sounded more Indian. What do I do now? He's shooting this with right hand spin. Yeah, just going to save him. He saved him, but there's a 1 rail kick here. This is very makeable as well. Oh, he slammed his cue on the ground. Like that. And then he's showing us where, I really wanted the ball to be there, he's saying. Shane doesn't care. This is the chance. This is the very, very makeable shot. See what he's doing there with his hand? He's measuring now where to shoot, where to aim on the cushion. He's going to find the spot in the rail now of where to shoot the white ball with just a little hair running side. Here we go. He's found the spot now. Yes. Reyes is still showing, hey fellas, I wanted to be there with the white, not there. He's probably telling his mates right now where he wanted it. That's something you don't see every day. Well, it's taking a long time to measure this up. You know, even at this level, when it's Shane Van Boening, he's done everything, he's won everything. He's such a competitor. He doesn't want to lose. He hates losing. You know, show me someone that enjoys losing and I'll show you a loser. Look, Reyes is like, ew, sticking his head in as well. But he's taking a long time. He really wants to make sure of this kick shot. And look at that. I mean, amateurs shoot this within a second and hope it goes in. This guy's the top professional in the world, and he's taken over a minute and a half to sort this out. What a good shot. He's made it flush. He's not going to have an offensive shot on the three, but I tell you what, he's going to have a lockdown safety opportunity here. He can lock down Reyes here with where he's landed with the white ball. And with the way he's played that now, he's taken away the easy kick. And Reyes is going to have to come with a shot. He's got a 2-rail kick down the bottom here, which he'll probably, because he can reach easily, he'll shoot. And these are actually a lot easier to judge. If you're a very good carom player like Reyes is, this is very easy. I expect him to hit this. But the question is, he has to hit it with a certain speed, try and give himself a chance to kick safe. He was the man that really is responsible for the kick safe shot. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. A bit of Efren Reyes magic. Oh. Kicking safe is like, yeah, I got him now. I got him. Yeah, take that. Take some of that, he's saying with his cue. Take some of that. Shay's looking away like, can you believe this guy? Can you believe this guy? What do I have to do to get a ball and hand up this guy? That's what he's thinking right now. Why he's looking away from the table like, look, can't believe this guy. He's so lucky. He always gets so lucky. Well, you could say it's luck, but you could say he's a world-class carom player, and that makes a huge difference when we're talking about playing pool. You're able to make shots off, on a 10-foot Gabriel table with no pockets, and you can hit the balls around the table the way he can playing carom. You're going to be able to kick safe more often than not. So I'm surprised he's not. What do you do here? He's lining up now for a 1-rail kick. Again, taking a long time. This is a pivotal match, pivotal frame in the match here. We're over halfway. It's 5 apiece. Whoever gets this particular rack will have an opportunity to break and put daylight between him and his opponent. So huge pivotal frame right here. Whoever gets this frame will get the momentum. Now, the momentum was on Shane's side before because he's taken the last 3 racks in a row. But, with safety, kick safety, Reyes is just at a whole different level. As Efren said in an interview, the more I practice, the luckier I get. Was that Efren that said that or Mike Seagull? I'm not sure. If you guys know who said that, leave a comment down below. Look at this shot here from Shane. Oh, what a shot from Shane. He just Efren. Oh, yeah, he did. And Efren's probably thinking, Efren's also a very good chess player. He's probably thinking, okay, now it's my move. Watch this. No, he's doing this as well. He's doing these little snappy movements that Efren does. He's coming thin off the edge here, going to overcut this and try and get him behind the 9 ball. Is that what he's trying to do? 1, 2 rails? Wow, from here I'm playing good today. From the commentary booth, I'm playing really good today. Wow. If you know who said that quote, was it Willie Mosconi? It was one of those great players that said that. The more I practice, the luckier I get. Who was it? If you do know, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Also, if there are any matches that you want me to feature coming up next few weeks, any matches, any of the classic old matches, preferably 9 ball, please make a message down below. I will feature some 10-ball matches. In fact, at that time we do a 10-ball match. We've done Shane now twice on this channel. Oof, you almost made that. It was a big ask. It was a big ask. And now it's, tennis, it's an advantage. Advantage to Efren Reyes. It was juice for a little while where they're playing safety battles. And now it's advantage Reyes. Cut shot 2 rails with the right ball for the 4 in the opposite middle pocket. Look at that. I would have said never touch the sides, but it did touch the sides. He placed the ball at pocket speed to make that pocket bigger than what it is. Malacha Paul says, bro, it was Efren Malaga. Malaga is a friendly term in this case because he's my mate. Okay, so he's landing a little bit high on this 5 ball. Taking a bit of extra time now. How do you get position from the 5 to the 6 here? You're going to screw into the 6, past the 6. There you go, past the 6, put the 6 in the middle. That was so nicely done. Sometimes from the screen here, it's hard to see the angles, even though we're dead straight on them. Different when you're at the table. Look how nice and soft and smooth he handles that cue with that beautiful, soft Filipino action. But also, he has the ability to hit the ball very, very soft and get a lot of work on the white. So his timing is really good. Yeah, this is going to be 6-5 now. Mark it down. Hello, IQQs. Welcome to our YouTube channel. And hello, Mr. Greg Jenkins. Hey, buddy. Hello, Dimitri. We're promoting IQQs again. We're doing our raffle. While I've got you here, because you are the main sponsor, I'm going to quickly talk about your cues. Would you guys like to win an IQ shaft or IQ jump cue? The IQ shaft will be custom made for your cue and your cue alone. It will have any point that you want, any thickness you like, any tip that you want, any length that you like, delivered to your door around the world within 14 days. And of course, you could win an IQ jump custom cue. Fantastic cue made from English ash wood. Now, to be eligible to win this, all you have to do is just subscribe to our channel and leave a comment down below, jump or shaft. And on the 27th of April, I will do a live stream and I will draw a lucky person. And then I'll contact them and say, hey, you won? Where do you live? And I'll say, Timbuktu, send it to me now. And whatever you write, jump or shaft, will be what you win. And Mr. Dimitri will make it for you and send it to you anywhere on the planet. We are going to be delivering soon to Mars. Since we're going to colonize Mars, we'll be shipping to Mars. We'll be the first company to deliver to Mars. That'd be awesome. Shane back at the table. The opportunity to level the match at 6 apiece. Oof. Oh, he's lost the 4 a little bit. That wasn't the easiest of shots. He had to make the 2 ball and massage position. I say massage. He had to send the white ball into the 4 to get position on the 4 ball, and that wasn't easy. Thanks for that, Mr. Milad. The echo should be gone now. So again, another delicate shot. This is difficult. This is missable. He's banked it. Ooh! He banked it. He didn't want to take the cut because he didn't want to play anything soft. And the American players, they're so good at banking. So good at banking. That was definitely the way to go, but now another opportunity here for Reyes, and provided he can knock this in with a little bit of left-hand spin. Look how soft he hit that. Ooh. Bit of body movement as well. Jumped up on that shot. How you guys out there all tracking at the moment? We're all about to get out of isolation next day or two. So I'm looking forward to that. First thing I'm doing is going down to the pool room. No, the pool rooms are closed in Australia. We all have to self-isolate. First thing I'm doing is going down to Macca's. I'll tell you what, I haven't had a burger in the last 12 days. What a let off there for Shane. What a huge let off there for Shane. Yeah, he's left himself hard up on the rail here, but it's not a shot that should trouble a world-class player. He's taking a long time. This whole match, it just hasn't seemed like he's been that comfortable. Normally Shane, when he's in that gear, that killer gear, he's playing a bit quicker than this. Oh. Wow, that's a very, very nice way of playing that shot. I have to admit, I didn't see that. I would have tried and held that ball. This is why I enjoy watching matches so much and also commentating on matches. Oh, dude. He didn't look comfortable from the 2 shots ago. He just didn't, you know? And then he missed that open 8 ball. Oh, comment to win. I put these things there to remind me. Comment to win if you want to win a jumper. I'm in pain right now. How can you miss that black ball, Shane? You're one of the best players in the world, for God's sakes. Come on. Greg Jenkins says he'd love to see a match with Mika Immonen. Yes, there is a match that I've been requested to feature with Mika Immonen. I know that he's a very good friend of yours as well, and that you hang out with him whenever you go around tournaments and stuff. I actually saw Mika Immonen in Las Vegas 2.5, 3 weeks ago. And, he looks the same. He hasn't changed. He looks the same he did 20 years ago. He's a very fit man. And I'll see what I can do. If there's a particular match that you want to see, Mr. Greg, just let me know. Thank you. Of the match that you want, and I'll post that for you. Thin cut shot here on the 2. It looked like he double hit that, didn't it? It looked like he came off the top of it. He miscued, I think. And Shane is like, come on, can you believe this guy? Can you believe this guy? Yeah, he's got a bit fortunate there because that did not look like a proper hit to me. But he has got a bank. But even if he makes the bank, the 3 ball is all the way down this end of the table. There's no way. He's going to have to, I think he's going to have to duck here. Like refuse the pot. He's had a couple of tricky little testy situations. He hasn't had everything go his way. And you know, with great players like Shane, a lot of players, when they play up against them, don't play their very best. They play less than their very best. But not Efren Reyes, the legend, the demigod of pool. Reyes has been able to sustain a very, very high level his entire career. And like I said, in many people's mind, the very best player to ever wield a cue. Baz, I know you're going to do as soon as isolation is over. Yeah, you know I'm going to go get a burger. I haven't left my house for 12 days. I'd love to get a burger. So he's opted to make the 2 ball to give himself a position to play safe on the 3 or bank the 3. Again, very highly aggressive play. Can be very rewarding when it works. So he's played safe all the way behind the black. That's good. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Put his hand up like he doesn't like it, but that's a good shot. That's all you need to do. He doesn't like it because he wanted the white ball to be glued behind the black to take away this bottom rail. That's why. We are coming towards the end of this match. We've got maximum 4 racks left. 5, sorry. Reyes is thinking, what is this man? You know what? I can't wait till we have the technology to put a microphone in someone's head. I know it sounds crazy, but I know it sounds a little bit far-fetched. But the owner, doesn't even open his hand to say sorry. Doesn't even say, sorry, buddy, I fluked it. No. Oh man, I wish we could see Shane's face right now when you've made that ball in the middle. That's what Reyes does. What a classic match this really is. That's what this guy does. He pulls off shots that are just redonkulous. Time and time again, it's just uncanny how often he does that. But as I was saying, we have the Tesla company, Elon Musk is developing a neuro cable. That's a cable that will connect to the back of someone's brain, from a brain to a computer. And so it's not too much into science fiction that one day potentially we could have some kind of radio frequency thing that can listen to people's thoughts. I would just love to put one in Efren's head when he's playing, and just listen to what he's thinking. Was he thinking then, do I play to cut this? I'll try to do the Filipino accent. Do I play to cut this? No, I can't do the Filipino accent. Anyway, was he thinking to try and make that in the middle? Was he thinking of trying to come off safe? What was he thinking? Just hit it hard, hope he gets lucky? What was he thinking? I'll tell you what he's thinking right now. He's thinking, I'm about to go up 8 frames to 5 on this young kid here and show him that I'm still a big dog. Woof, woof. Very nicely done, Mr. Reyes. 8 frames to 5, motoring along here. How much would you have liked to make the 9 off the break when you're on the hill? That would have been sick. Oh, but it's a dry break. Like I've said, I think, his break-off shot wasn't the greatest, never was in his entire career. Nowadays, of course, with the magic rack, everyone's a genius with the magic rack. Now, everyone can make a ball off the break. It's all automatic. Now, back then, they had heavier cloth. They didn't have all these low deflection, high carbon graphite break cues that punch the ball really hard. They didn't have magic racks. They didn't have quick cloths and super slick balls. It was different times back then. And people like Strickland, for example, who had a big power break, really flourished in the sport. But as soon as these magic racks came along with the super slick cloth and the super powerful break cues, the break has become negated to a sense that it's not as important. It's not a power shot anymore so much as a skill shot. Now it's more a skill shot. You cut the break and you cut the white ball to the side and you play it like at 60% of your power. Now everyone can break off. And now it's made the women much more competitive as well, because before it was more about brute strength and now it's all about skill and touch. And I tell you what, a lot of the female players have got very, very good touch around the table. It's only a matter of time before we have a female world champion. It's just a matter of time. If they were playing amongst the men and there were big numbers of them, it wouldn't surprise me to see many women make the semi-finals and finals of these tournaments. But nowadays they do a big event on TV like the World Pool Masters, and they'll invite 63 men or whatever it is, 47 men and 1 woman. And then they'll say, look, we put a woman in there. But no, put 24 men, put 24 women, and you'll see what happens. It would be very eye-opening to many players out there to see how good these female players really are. I'd love to bring some female professionals to Australia to compete alongside with all of us. But unfortunately, we haven't got any big events here yet. But you never know what the future holds. This is again showing a little bit of hesitation, just done over for the 9 in the same pocket. A little bit of hesitation here from Shane. And it's been the call the whole match here has been Shane a little bit hesitant. He'll make this, yeah, of course. 8 racks to 6, can Shane bring it back? 1 more, big break needed here. Power break, wow. Got a lot of pop on the white. Perfect on the 1. I see no problems here except the opening shot, where he's going to have to be a little bit creative with his white ball because he is low on this 1 and it's tricky to get on the 2 ball. So once he manages this particular shot, he should be home and hosed. Baz, do the Mika Immonen Chris Melling match, 8-ball WPS Darren Appleton series. That's 8-ball. I'll look into that. I'll have to get Darren's permission. I am speaking to Darren later on this week. We're doing a interview with Darren, featured on a different channel, and I'll ask if I can use that particular match. if there's commentary all over, it's very difficult for me to do it. This is why I've been finding all these old matches like this one here that has no commentary ever done on it, so I can be the person to do it. And just my gift to the players and to the fans out there at home, taking old matches that have no commentary ever done and then putting my little spiel on it. That's why I've been requesting to get to send to me these matches that are on all the side tables that have been filmed with that have no commentary. I'd like to show everyone these matches. Look, he's not out of the woodwork yet. No, this is tricky. He's going to play a little. It looks like he might kiss the 3-ball here, so delicate shot here needed to be played. He's got a little kiss, and he's missed the ball. Oof. Maybe got a skid. He might have kicked on him. If he hit it thinner, he would have hit the 3 more full in the face. And now Reyes is looking. It looks to me that he can kick this ball in 1 rail. Yeah, and he's massive favourite to make this shot. Massive favourite. He comes off the side, off the right-hand side here. 1 rail. He'll probably even play this a 2nd rail underneath to ensure the white ball comes back up for the 3. Let's see what he does. 1, 2 rails and just drop. See the speed. It's all about the speed. That speed he hit that shot made that pocket so much bigger. And now it seems like he only has a ball, his shot in the middle pocket. This is very tough. But it's for the match. You know, he shoots this in the middle, screws off the side rail somehow and gets shape on the 4. What's he going to do? Yep, screws off the side rail. Oh, look at that. Did he use the point? Did he use the point? Are you for reals? I want to watch this again later on. Did he hit the point? That's ridiculous. I think that's the greatest show I've seen in my life. Oh, man, what a way to lose if you're Shane. Oh, dude. Dude. All right, still got to play one more good shot here. I'm not going to give it to him just yet. This is missable. This has to go in the bottom corner. Soft hands. If you tense up, you can miss the shot. He's going to play this nice and soft, smooth. Oh, look at that. Just past the point. Beautiful match. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is over. This is over. Red Rover. I hope you enjoyed it. There should be one more commercial coming up now. And I hope to see you guys all next 2 days. I'll be releasing another new match. Possibly the Mick Gaiman match or a different Mick Gaiman match. And please subscribe to PoolBeast TV for more live reviews on matches. I'm your host, Barry the Beast Mavros. Till next time, guys. Bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Barry the Beast Mavros on PoolBeast TV.